Hello folks and welcome to the channel. I'm Commander Roscoe, and in this series I'm going to be seeing whether or not I can do what John Hammond couldn't do: run a successful Jurassic Park. I'm going to be playing Jurassic World Evolution 2 with all the economy and research settings turned on, and I'm going to see if I can build a park that would rival that of the movies and include all the attractions and dinosaurs seen in the film, and whether or not I can actually make it sustainable and not have our guests be turned into dinner. So let's go ahead and see whether or not I've got what it takes and whether I can put John Hammond to shame. Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. I'm Commander Roscoe and we are playing some more Jurassic World Evolution 2, and we are continuing to show that Jurassic Park could have actually worked, that people didn't need to die. So in the last episode we released some Ankylosaurus into the park and we began prepping for the next few dinosaurs, the Velociraptors and Pterosaurs, to come to the park, along with working towards Brachiosaurus. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see Brachiosaurus put at 90% genome. That's good. Our fossils, I think they're actually full. So let's see if we can finish off the Brachiosaur genome. We've got left 3. There we go, that will finish it. So we'll do that. We will also, can we unlock T-Rex? Yes, we can. It does take everybody, but we can do it. We'll go ahead and we'll speed that up because I think that's going to take a bit of time. So, Velociraptors, we synthesized the batch. We didn't actually look at them to see what traits we got, so let's have a look. So we got intolerant, aggressive and intolerant, intelligent, intolerant, intelligent and intolerant, and intelligent and intolerant. You know what? Not a bad grouping, I would say. We could probably do all 6. We are going to need to maybe have a look at where paths and stuff could potentially cause problems with the intelligence, but we will see. We won't really know that until we kind of actually release them. So let's go ahead and start prepping for that. So we're going to need a live food feeder. We'll put that there. We're going to need to give them trees because I know they like forests, so let's line this back bit here with forests for them to play in. We now have a complete genome for Brachiosaurus. Excellent. And let's go ahead and we'll just try and clear out a lot of this, these fossils, because our return team can't actually fit the fossils in. We are that full. And we're going to do as much research as we can while we're waiting on this. Guest comfort, is there much I can do there? You'll all get on that. And yeah, so I haven't really looked at what Pterosaurs need. They just need forest and open space, which we can give them. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean our Patasaurs are going to be eaten, but it will satisfy. It will satisfy the dinosaur list. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's release these guys finally. Oh, they're not as big as I thought they would be.
Now what we have here is a Herrerasaurus. It's a carnivore and a spectacular addition to our dinosaurs. It just requires a little TLC.
Oh, you're very blue. Look at you. Right, okay, so they need a bit more open space, which they will get if they just explore. Population wise, they're happy with 3. That is their bare minimum though, so it might need to breed a few more. Again, prey, if they just explore, they'll discover it. And there's plenty of forest over there. So, we'll come back to them in a minute. And we'll keep working through these genomes. So let's just work along that top row. Can we get a... Yes, we can. We can get a dig on the way. No, we can't. So that dig must have brought in a lot of fossils. Okay. That poor Dryosaur is going to be panicking. I didn't realise there was one left. That's fine. There'll be food soon enough. Right, let's go back to our research. Go back to amenities and we can finish off the amenity tree. This will get us nature amenities, modules and things like that. That one's nearly finished. That's fine. Then we can work on attractions. We could actually go ahead and start synthesizing some brachiosaurs. We randomize everything. Now, I don't really want them being sickly, if I'm honest. Can I change that? Yeah, let's get rid of that, because I'm fine with large appetite. I just don't really want sick dinosaurs, especially if I'm going to be building, breeding massive things like this. InGen would fix that. Let's go ahead and assign a scientist to that. You know what? No, let's go rest our scientists, because they are going to be very unhappy if I don't do that. So like I said, we need to maybe breed a couple more pterosaurs because they are at their minimum population. And if you guys could just explore a little more, that would be great. We'll go ahead and speed this up. There we go, they're happy. And I think we just reached 5-star rating. And again, 0 lawyers feared. That's what we're here to do. That's what we were here to see.
I've done my part by introducing you to the latest objective. Now you do yours.
Stop it. Right. Let's resupply the fuel. A fight has begun. You know what? Let's actually use this as the perfect time to learn a little bit about the Herosaurs. Herrerasaurus is a small theropod, measuring around 4.5 metres in length and 200 kilograms in weight. It is one of the earliest known dinosaurs, dating back to the late Triassic period. With a light frame that allows it to run very quickly and large jagged teeth that help it latch on to prey, Herrerasaurus feeds on smaller herbivores. This genus gets its name from the man who discovered it, an Argentine goat herder named Victorio Herrera. He found the first Herrerasaurus bones in San Juan in 1959, although it was not officially classified as a new genus until 1988, when a complete skull was unearthed. Herrerasaurus lived in Argentina around 220 million years ago. As one of the earliest dinosaurs, it shared its environment mostly with reptiles. Research suggests that Herrerasaurus preferred a warm, wet climate and mainly lived in forests and on floodplains. Okay, so most of our staff should now be back. Let's go ahead and see if we can synthesize some Brachiosaurus. So our genetic specialist can do that on his own, that's good. Frees up the rest of the team. Somebody does need a rest though. Fossil wise, we should now have a full inventory of fossils to go through. So we are just going to keep firing through this. Now, research-wise, I'm going to go for some hatchery upgrades. That could be good. You can do that on your own. That'll then leave this free for you to do. And then I don't think there's much else that last scientist is capable of doing on his own, or their own. Because we're not really doing marine reptiles, so we won't really touch on that. So it looks like the pterosaurs are fairly content, although they have some contested territory with this dryosaur for some reason. I mean, they could easily just turn around and eat him. Yeah, they're kind of like, they don't really seem to be caring that there's herbivores there, so that might be a good thing. They might actually be able to coexist for a while. Now, one of the things once we get the Brachiosaurus synthesized is we're going to need to actually incubate the velociraptors, and that's going to be interesting.
Set 'em up and knock 'em down. That's the way you take on these objectives. I feel like my excellence is rubbing off on you. Or maybe that's my cologne, huh?
So we're going to go ahead and speed up time. Because we're getting to the point now where the tasks are starting to take a long time to do. But we have our Brachiosaurus synthesized. We have 2 potential eggs. And they have the exact same skin. Great. But no negative traits. They have a tolerant trait, which is good. So I think we'll just go ahead and we'll incubate them. We will need to wait for our medical specialist to be done though. And we can do some upgrades on the hatchery. We have a dead dino. It's probably that yeah, that dryosaur. So I think for this one, seeing as it is our big park, we're gonna go for additional bays. Okay? Let's us incubate multiple dinosaurs at once. Let's go ahead and incubate these eggs with our welfare specialist, and we're going to rest up our logistics specialist. Fossil wise, let's go ahead and just clear through a bunch of these. What do I need? 3 genetics for this. You can do that because you are going to go get me another pterosaur. Oh, you can do it as well. That's quite cool. But you do it. Now, what are we going to need to incubate you guys? A welfare of 5, so we can do that. Okay, the Herarasaurus. We need one that's not intelligent. You're perfect. You are uniquely perfect, actually. So we just need to wait on someone with a bit more medical expertise finishing their job, and then they can be tasked to that. And let's see now. So, is that going to be enough medical expertise to do it? Yes, it is. We get you 2 on that.
This objective has a little something for everyone.
Well, we're about to release a bunch of dinosaurs, so yeah, let's do that. We have new viable genomes. Let's keep working through our fossils though. So what's going to be done first? It's Velociraptor's going to be done first. Oh, that's concerning. That they're going to be ready first. might wait till daytime so we get a nice view of them. That's probably the best thing to do. Oh, we have a dead dinosaur. What's died? It's one of the Dilophosauruses. Now, let's see if I can synthesize another batch of them, because I'm sure they need a population of 3. Yeah, they do. So they're going to start freaking out if we don't do that, if we don't get another one out there. Right, we'll release the Herosaur. Okay, let's get there's another one dead, I think. Now we know that intelligence here isn't going to be a massive issue. Although docile's quite good. Is there any more that are docile? No. If I assign you, that should go real quick. Because I think we're about to see the other Dilophosaur die very shortly as well. Right. Our Brachiosaurus are ready to go, the Velociraptors are ready to go, so we'll release them in the daylight so we can get a good look at them. So let's keep working on our fossils just now. Altruistic salary, you're doing that. Let's go ahead and get another extraction, fossil extraction on the way. Because we need the, I believe the Pachycephalosaurus is the best one to go for this. Because we need the defensive trait in order to get Triceratops. And we'll release these Dilophosaurs. Because otherwise we're in trouble. They are quite cool. Right. They will probably terrorise the old Dilophosaurus. Let's think now. You know what? This paddock here could maybe do with some sort of like 4-legged creature. And again, we're looking for the defensive trait, which I don't think any of these, other than the Ankylosaurus, has a chance of spawning with. Yeah, so we'll need to continue doing fossil extractions and expeditions for now. Gallimimus has avian influenza, that's new. That's a new one. And let's go on another dig. Oh, look, T-Rex! I'll send you guys out for that. We can start that work. Ah, oh, bugger off, Storm. Open the shelters and we go to map view. Right. Not too worried there. Let's slow it down. That gate is broken. Go ahead and fix that. So, power station over there is out of action. That's okay though. There's no damage. Why are you a threat? Okay. Again, that's easily fixable, that's easily fixable. storm's letting up, so let's go ahead and repair, repair, and repair that. Ranger Team 2 are going to be fairly busy doing a bunch of repairs. Oh, there we go, our first T-Rex fossil. Quite a few of them actually. What have we got there? We could fit a 5 in there. We've got a 5, yeah, the T-Rex. Right, it is daytime. It is time we will release the Brachiosaurus first.
Attention all personnel. The storm is starting to pass. Please resume your normal working activity.
Look at these big boys.
Okay, what we have here is a Brachiosaurus. It has long limbs relative to the rest of its body, and what makes it really unique is that it's a warm-blooded dinosaur. I mean, how amazing is it that in bringing these dinosaurs back, we're also learning so much about them?
So, for the folks in the park, right, they've went into the shelters for a storm, they've come out, and there's now 2 giant dinosaurs walking around that you can hear across the fucking park. They're so loud. Like, even with the helicopter flying overhead, you can still hear them. Now, they are missing Forest and Tall Nut. Tall Nut I think you get from, yeah, that. We'll throw some Tall Nut over there for them. And over there. What's without power? Nothing. Power's fine. Let's do some research on our infrastructure. Because I'm looking for... Storm defense is great. But I really want the additional upgrade slot, and I want to be able to give the Paleo Medical Facility an additional vehicle, because we're going to need that soon. Let's upgrade the expeditions as well. Right. So, our Brachiosaurus is out. They are very slow, so they're going to take a while to explore this paddock. Ankylosaurus have managed to walk a fair distance. So let's go ahead and do the unthinkable. Let's release the Velociraptors.
Okay, you've done good.
Oh, look at those skins!
This is Owen Grady. He's an animal behaviorist that specializes in
Oh yeah,
training
that is what you call blue.
velociraptors, which means that he's a little... what's the word I'm looking for? Determined? I say that with all respect, of course.
You would not want to be in an open-topped Jeep in this paddock, would you?
Everyone knows I have a soft spot for this dinosaur, the Velociraptor, and they get a bad rap as far as I'm concerned. But if you imprint early enough, you can make real connections.
This is a problem, so we need to
Claire,
put something down
raptors are
there.
the most intelligent
Maybe like
partners I've ever
a
had.
bunker?
And
No,
like
bunker
her,
doesn't fit.
they could kill me in the blink of an eye. That's a joke.
A toilet would fit in there, surely. Right, okay. This is going to be bad. If they can sense, they can probably smell the fucking shopping centre. That's not great. Their intelligence radius is so far as well. I was expecting this to be like close, but this is going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and assign a capture team right now.
Helicopter protection deployed.
Because they are probably going to get pissed off and try and escape. These are, I honestly think these could be the biggest threat to the park, not the T-Rex, these things. Keeping these guys in this park is going to be a challenge. Right, let's get some fossils queued up. Let's get... Have we got enough staff for another dig? No, we don't, not really. They'll be finished in a second though. So again, we're looking for Pachycephalosaurus. Okay, a fight has started out between Velociraptor 4 and 6. This is for dominance. We're doing it in the water for some reason. I think this one's winning. Or not. Okay, Velociraptor 6 is our winner. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Do we double fence? Is that a thing we can do? We'll see. They might not cause much bother. They might not cause much bother, he says, hopefully. Right, you guys just need a lot more tall than that. So I'm going to throw some over here. There you go. You're comfortable now. Settle down. Right. Oh no. Breakout detected. What have you lot seen? Oh, you've probably seen like a person there. You know what? There's an easy way to fix that actually. Is once those compies move, build this there, and that stops them being able to see. That's a nice easy fix to that. Right, I think we stop there, folks. This has been a bit of a shorter one, but we've done a lot. We've crossed off 2 dinosaurs from our... no, 3. 3 dinosaurs from our list. Anyway, we're down to just needing Triceratops and T-Rex, and we have T-Rex fossils ready to go. So we've got potential. We are going to need to try and find some defensive dinosaurs in order to get Triceratops, but I'm sure we can do that with the Pachycephalosaurus. I think they've got a fairly decent rate of defense. I think they might be 50, and if we just breed them into a couple of different paddocks, because they're small herbivores, they can fit in with a couple of different groups. That could be our way to getting Triceratops. But yeah, that's going to be it from me today, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I'm really hoping these guys don't figure out a way to break out. And I will see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.